Hello viewers, in this tutorial we are going to learn how to create a formative and summative assessment using Microsoft Forms. Open any browser and type forms.office.com and press enter, and here you sign in with your Office 365 ID. My screen is already showing up my forms because I have already signed in. After signing in, you will see a similar screen. Now, in order to create a test, instead of new form option, click on new quiz. Put a title over here. Let's say I am putting quiz assessment on computer networks. So I give my topic here and description. This is to assess your learning about network devices. So I give a suitable description, and then I am good to go to add my questions. Now let's say my first question is a text type question. So I select my question, and then here let's say I want to use an image for my first question. So I am putting identify this device, write any two functions of it. So it's clear that this is not an objective question. The child has to state the two functions of the device. So I'm selecting the answer type as long answer. Now, the software is not prompting me to add the right answer. If it was not a long answer, it was prompting me to add correct answer. But as I choose it's a long answer, I need not to specify the sample answer. I would like to award 5 marks for this question. So I've kept my points here 5. This is a compulsory question. So I select required button on. Now I go to my second question, and as I said, I need an image, so I can insert the image from here. We can even have a video related to a question. So I will go to image, and I'm looking for the image of a router, let's say. Now here I get a picture. So I select this and click on add. Now my device picture is also available over here. Moving on to my second question. Let's say it's a multiple choice question. So I choose this particular option choice, and here I'm again putting an identify question. So I'm saying identify the device shown in the picture. And let's say here I want to give child two options to select. So my first option is, let's say, hub, and second option is router, and I'm adding another option. So I want child to choose from these three, and here I'm giving the image of the device. Now, since this is a multiple choice option, and if I want to accept multiple correct answer, I can choose this multiple answer. Otherwise, let's say this is my correct answer, so I have to specify this as correct answer. Now I'm showing you a third type of question. Let's say this is my third question where the answer will be in one word. So I'm going to go to again text, and I say here, let's say identify this device, and I want child to write the name of this particular device. So as it's not a long answer, software is expecting me to put all the correct answers. So I click here, and first let me choose my device, and I again go to image, and here I'm writing the name of the device. So I get my image, and and I click on add. Now in my correct answer, I am writing switch. Now this is a beautiful feature. If suppose I am thinking the child may type it in small case or in title case or in upper, the software is not allowing me to type similar option with different cases, because the software will do uh, checking after ignoring the case. So even if the child writes capital switch, small switch, or in title case, all answers will be accepted correct. Now if suppose it's a 2 mark question, so I can change my marks. Similarly, I can specify my marks. By default, if we don't specify, the software takes the minimum marks as 5. So we can specify our marks, and then here the correct answer is recorded, and here also I've recorded the correct answer. Now let's say my test is ready. Now I need to do certain settings, so I go to setting option, and here, if I want children to see the result automatically after the quiz is over, I can make this button switch on. Otherwise, I can keep it off and put in the customized message that teacher will share the results with you. So let's say I'm keeping it on, and then these are the important options. If you are going to conduct this particular test only with your students, those who have Office 365 IDs, make sure you do these settings. Record name, record one response per person. Now options for response: accept response, I can specify the start date. Let's say it starts on 9th May 10 p.m. and end date is 9th May 11 p.m. We must choose this option so that students cannot on phone ask answers to each other. Shuffle the questions. If you have a question for which there is no need to shuffle, let's say enter your section, so we want that to be first question. So then name questions like class, sections, we can lock those questions. So we can lock certain questions and other questions will be shuffled. In this case, I do not have an option to enter your section, class, so I'm saying shuffle all questions. We can give a customized thank you message. Let's say here I'm typing your response has been submitted. Question first, as my first question has to be evaluated by teacher, so I'm writing here will be evaluated by the teacher, and your score will be updated. You will receive your final scores by Monday. So I've put in my customized message, so the child knows that two soft questions are being checked by software, and the third question, which is a long type question, will be checked by my teacher. If we want to send an email receipt to each respondent, we can tick this option, and then if teacher wants to know, get an email notification once the child completes the test, then teacher can put a tick on this option as well. Now once I'm done with these settings, I can click on share, and make sure here in the link I have to do this setting, people in my organization can respond, so that nobody outside my school take this particular test. And then we can copy this link. Now either this link can be put up in the class Teams group, or can be sent to the children via email or by broadcast group. This, but the people, those who have this link, must have school's email ID to respond to the question. Now let's see a demo. If suppose I am a student and taking this test, so I go here on the preview mode and show you a student view. So this is a student view. My name is automatically coming here. I did not enter my name. Hi Sonia, when you submit this form, the owner will be able to see your name and email address. Why? Because I selected that record people's name. So when people will take this test, they will sign up with their Office 365 ID, and their name will automatically come here. Now suppose for my first question, I write the answer that the device is router, its functions are, and I state two function for this. And then let's say I've put in some function, and then I identify this device I give my answer. Now, because I selected the shuffle question option, this question in the original paper was at number 3. Now it has become number 2. So it automatically shuffled the question, and here I select this answer and then I submit. Now, if the student wants an email receipt of his response, so he can tick this option, otherwise, he can click on submit. Now, since I gave a stipulated time that form entries must start at 10 o'clock, that's why it's not taking my response because it's 9:40 only. So this gives a clear indication that the test will start at the time given by the teacher. Now the child can take the test either on mobile or on computer. So these views can be changed from the child's end. Now let's see again. If I go and do the change the timings in the settings again, and I then start this test. Let's say it starts at 9:30, and I show you now how the response will be submitted. So now my first question is this. My second question is, this device is, let's say I'm writing the device is router. Its functions are, so I have written here two functions. And then now my last question I'm answering here is this, and then I submit this. So the moment I submit it, it says that your response has been submitted. Question 1 will be evaluated by the teacher and your score will be updated. You will receive your final scores by Monday. Now if I click on view result option, so I can see here the whatever questions for which the teacher recorded the correct answer, means the short answer type question for which the software has done the evaluation. This particular question there is no mark because it has to be evaluated by the teacher, and this is also evaluated. Now it says go back to thank you page, so I can check this particular screen again. Thank you, hope this helps.